Hi guys, it's Andrea. Today I have for you a hauled it, how was it? This is looking back over an old haul. I've decided with these not to include things that I have talked about a bazillion times on my channel. So if it's been fully reviewed to death, I'm not going to talk about it. But I've gone through this haul and taken out like all the things that I don't think I've talked about enough, and we're just going to review everything and see like how did it work out. This was my after Christmas haul, so a lot of the things from this haul I did actually get for Christmas, but a lot of them I just purchased because that's what I do. So I'm going to start with the eyeshadow palettes. I'm not actually wearing any of these today because I'm filming another video and this palette has to do with it. That's on my eyes. But I have used all of these quite a few times. Let's start with this one. This is the ColourPop Ooh La La palette. This is one of the first from their Colorful series. I don't think they have a name for the series of palettes that they have that are like this plastic 9-pan packaging that kind of focus each on a color, but they seem to be doing that a lot. And I believe this one was kind of like the first one they brought out, and it's basically like an all pink palette. This palette doesn't have a ton of variety to it. It is all pink, but that is kind of the idea. Like these are, you know, monochromatic palettes. There's one purple in it, but really that does go on the eye fairly pink. This whole row here are like very, very bright and vibrant. I do think the quality of this is just amazing. You know, I love ColourPop eyeshadows. Look at how vibrant those three pinks are from the middle. I love ColourPop pressed eyeshadows, I should say. I don't like the Super Shock ones, but I do really, really like the pressed eyeshadows. This palette is no exception. The only thing about this palette is, and I've tried to use this more and more just to fully review it and fully understand it, I feel like I can only ever get a one note look with this. Like it's always going to be very bright neon pink. That's kind of the point, but it makes me not want to go for it very often. Like I really only use this maybe once every 6 weeks or so when I feel like I'm really feeling something bright and vibrant pink. Other than that, it kind of sits on the shelf. And I just realized the other thing I should tell you about that palette is it does kind of stain slightly. This next palette is the ColourPop Shayla Perception palette. I wasn't really like on board with this palette when it first launched, but then when I kind of looked closer at it on the website, I was like, you know what, that's really pretty, like jewel tones, lots of metallics, and I am so glad that I bought this. This is one of ColourPop's best palettes. It's amazing. The colors and the jewel tones are so vibrant and beautiful. The quality is there. The metallics are very smooth. They apply really, really well. And then the mattes, like these three up here, ugh, so good. There's 4 of the jewel tones swatch, and there's 3 mattes, and this one is actually a matte with some shimmer in it. I actually love this shade. There is something really about the depth to the pigment in these colors. Like they really are very saturated colors. I love this green. This palette is, like I said, one of their best. I totally recommend it. I'm pretty sure it's still available. If you are shopping with ColourPop and you come across this palette and you're like, oh, what's this? It's just a really beautiful, richly jewel tone, very much kind of a fall palette, but just really super beautiful. You can do a lot with it. So the next one is one I actually asked for Christmas. I don't know if this is still available. I know they discontinued it, but I think it's the kind of thing that you might see pop up like in a Winners or TJ Maxx situation, because Anastasia makeup comes up there a lot. This is the Anastasia Sultry palette. It's super beautiful. I didn't originally want this until I saw Emily Noel talk about it on her channel, and sometimes she's just so impressed with something, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get it. And when I saw her swatch this, I was like, yeah, those colors are really beautiful. It's super neutral, but the metallics in here are really intense and gorgeous. I like that it has the one pop of pink. I tend to always put that in the same place, which is really like the crease, but it just adds a warmth to kind of what amounts to kind of like a one note neutral palette. It's nice to have that little pop in there, but really the metallics in here I think are the stars. There are 4 of them right there. So, you know, this is a really good work appropriate palette, everyday palette, something that's gonna give you just an absolute beautiful classic kind of eye. Nothing too over the top crazy. You can do a smoky eye with it too, but for the most part, it's just gonna be like a really pretty eye. That's it for all of the eyeshadow. I did actually get this little set from Stila, which it had a bunch of the little mini eyeshadow, these guys in it, the Magnificent Metal Glitter and Glow. I reviewed those to death. You know I love them. But that set also had 2 of these minis. They were highlighters. One of them, I can't remember the name of it. I want to say Monarch. I decluttered it because it was not good. And this one is Painted Lady. Now, they're supposed to be highlighters in that, like, you can put them on your cheeks. But the thing is, they are really just too much like the Glitter and Glow formula that they don't blend out very well. And they're just full of glitter. Can you see this? Like, I don't know. It's not the kind of thing that I want to wear on my cheeks. It just doesn't amount to a really pretty highlight, and you can't blend it out, especially if you're blending it out over top of powders. It doesn't work at all. It just ends up looking like a line on your cheek, and I don't recommend those. So I did keep this one just because I think that this one can end up being a good topper for the eye, and I've tried it that way. The other one was like really chunky, weirdly white, and it didn't work as a topper or as a highlighter, so I decluttered that. But I wouldn't overall recommend those Stila highlighters. They're just not good. Oh, I lied when I said there was no more eyeshadow. There is one little more eyeshadow thing. So I purchased this from Stila along with that set. This is one of the Bare with Flair eyeshadow duos, and this is in the shade Rose Quartz. This is a super beautiful duo, like very pretty. This is from their Bare with Flair line, which basically, you know, it's supposed to be more of a no makeup, but still be like, hi, I'm here, I guess. Like, is that what they're going for? It's supposed to be more natural, I think, but still a little bit over the top. I don't even know. There's 2 eyeshadows in here. They're essentially the same color, but 2 different formulas. This side here is a little bit more of a glitter, and this side is a little bit more of a pressed eyeshadow. The pressed eyeshadow side, it's super chunky. Like, it really is super chunky, and it's hard to get on the eye. It's kind of developing a lot of hard pan too. It's kind of gummy. I don't know. There's something about the formula of that side that I don't love. I still use it. Like, I use these both together when I use them. I put this one underneath, and then I always top it with this glitter, which this glitter shape is just so pretty. I do like this duo together. It's not something I use a lot just because I don't love that bottom shade. It's very lavender, so it has kind of a time and a place, but that time and place is not like very often. Overall, I like it. I don't think that it's worth the price. I really don't. For 2 eyeshadows for the cost of it, because the formula on that like shadow is not that great. The glitter is really pretty, but overall I don't love it. Another gift I got was MAC Mehr. I got this little mini, that's M-E-H-R. I was going to wear this today, but it really doesn't match this eye look because this is much more of a pinky, like rosy mauve. And it has no warmth, and it just kind of is more of a cool tone, so I didn't want to wear it with this eye look. But it is super beautiful. This is matte, so it's super comfortable, has no shine to it, not transfer proof, but still very opaque. I really like that. It's kind of one of their classics, which is why I think they released it in a mini version. I love that you have the option sometimes with these minis, because let's be honest, how many of us actually use up an entire lipstick? It doesn't happen very much. Next is this. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter, and this one is in the shade Champagne. So actually, I'm going to talk about these both together. I got 2 highlighters in that haul. This one is from Too Faced. This is the, I can't remember what they call these because it doesn't say on here, but it's from that diamond line. And this one is in the shade Canary Diamond. I really like this packaging. Yes, it's like Too Faced cutesy packaging. The cardboard, and it opens up and it's like a diamond. I kind of wish there was a mirror. It's okay that there's not. But it's just cute. It's kitschy, it's cute, I like it. This is a very interesting formula. This one is a duochrome. It is like a reddish yellow duochrome. And it's unlike anything else in my collection. I really like it. I do use it a lot, but I don't necessarily like it by itself because it's kind of too dark to highlight. It just kind of adds a duochromeness. So what I did today was I put down Canary Diamond first, and then I went over it just in the middle with a pop of Champagne. And because this is so bright, and actually let me swatch this because you'll see just how intense this is. You can see like how much use this has gotten. These are just an amazing formula. Really, really love them. But see how intense that one is? It's much more of a cream formula, but it applies very well over powder. And I always use my finger when I apply this. I started out using my brush, but then when I realized how creamy of a formula it was, I decided that the finger was just the better way to go. So anyway, I put that a little bit in the middle. I like the combination of the both of them. Both of these are big favorites. I think they both shown up in favorites videos. This is the Eau Soleil Beach Vibes Melting Shower Jelly from Sephora. When these first launched, I was like, what does melting shower jelly mean? It's literally just shower gel, so don't get your pants all excited. But anyways, I really like this mechanism. It looks like a pill, but you actually twist it. I'm not going to twist it now because it'll come out, but you twist it and then when you squeeze it, it comes out the bottom. And I really like that. This is the second one that I purchased. So the original is long gone, used it all up. You can tell this one is almost gone as well. This scent is so good. This scent is so beachy, so lovely. I used it all through the winter, but now that it's summer, I'm like loving it even more. So totally love that. You don't need a lot. Like I started putting way too much in my little shower puffy. You really don't need a lot. So even though it is a little bit on the high price side for a shower gel, it goes a long way. 3 things left. This is the Elie Saab. I don't know. I'm not fancy. Parfum in white. I asked for this for Christmas. I'm not wearing any perfume right now, so I'm gonna put it on. I asked for this because when I used to work in the mall, there was a Shoppers in the mall, and every lunch break I would go, I would put on a different perfume and it was like free perfume. And of course I don't care because I would buy stuff too. But anyways, I used to just put this one on like crazy, and then I eventually did get it for Christmas. I'm gonna link to the notes below. It's super floral, super sweet, very lovely. I think the reason it's called in white is because it's intended for brides. Because I remember when the marketing came out, it was just like a girl all in white. She looked like a bride. I could be wrong, but it's lovely. I want to talk about this. This is the Pixi Skin Treats Glow Tonic, 5% glycolic acid. This is down to here. I did not use this. My husband is using this and he loves it. I don't really think I need a lot of glycolic acid. I have different things I use for my skin, but my skin is pretty good. Glycolic acid is really, as far as I know, I'm not an expert, for kind of like resurfacing, and I really don't need that. But I did use it here and there and it was fine, but he really likes it. He's really loved the results that he's gotten from it. He uses it often. You could tell, like, look how much is there. So I just wanted to mention that. Maybe, I don't know why, he likes it. Very last thing, this is the Pantene hairspray. I really like this. I've gone through different variations of hairspray, over the years, and this one, it holds really well, and it also has a really nice scent. I hate hairsprays that smell terrible. Like, I just hate it. I hate having to use them up if they smell terrible. And this one it doesn't smell fantastic, but it's kind of nice. And so I really appreciate that. But also, it's drugstore. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg for hairspray, and it works super well. So love that. That's it for my revisit of an old haul. I hope that you really like this. I like doing these because you guys want to know how things perform. You don't just want to see the haul. You want to see like how it worked out. So I think this is a really good way of doing them. I do have a playlist for these if you ever want to go through and just see like a ton of reviews all in one video of different things. I'll link to that below as well. And I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope that you're speaking to yourself kindly, especially when you look in the mirror. I love you guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye.